What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cruise Talk Live right here on Wednesday night with myself, Josh, and all of you lovely people. So, welcome to everybody. Welcome back to another episode. Like I said, lots of folks in the house tonight, and so happy to have each and every one of you. If you're watching live, please drop us some hellos over here in the chat section. We want to come through, want to say hello to everybody, and drop me any cruise questions that you have. Tonight's topic is, of course, you saw it in the title, we are talking about Halloween. You know, it's just, what, 3-4 weeks away now. It is officially October, so I think we can talk about it a little bit. I'm going to pop my earpiece out. I hear that we're going good, we're going strong. But yeah, we're talking about Halloween tonight on board cruise ships. You guys know that I've done a Halloween cruise. Mama Hokum is doing a Halloween cruise this weekend, and so yeah, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to hear you guys' thoughts about it. You know, see, have you guys been on one? What ships? I've only been on one on Carnival, so I'd love to hear what the differences are on other cruise lines and all that kind of fun stuff. But first, let me also say a big welcome, not only to those that are watching live with us, but if you're watching on a rewatch, you know, you couldn't make it tonight to the live stream, you got your favorite TV show on, grandma's over having cookies and milk, I don't know, whatever it is. Maybe you're over in the UK and you are having some shut-eye right now. That's all right. Big welcome to you. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do drop us down below as well. Same thing for you. You know, have you been on a Halloween cruise? If so, where did you go? What did you do? What activities do they have on the ship? What did you dress up as? I want to know. I want to know. What did you dress up as, you and your significant other or your friend or your wife, spouse, what have you? Let me know in the comments. I do want to come over and say some hellos to everybody in the chat tonight. Now, we got a lot of friends in here. So if I don't get to your comment, you guys know, as always, you can either one of two things. You can leave a super chat, which is going to make it nice and big. We'll make sure that we get to your comment then. It's also a great way for you to support the channel if you do so desire. Another thing is just repost it. Just keep reposting it down below, and I'm sure we will get to it if I don't get to it right here off the bat. But I do want to say hello to the very first person in the chat. Now, chat went up today about 2 o'clock today. It's a little earlier than usual, but it went up about 2 o'clock, and I know there was a couple people in there. Emma was in there, Mr. Cruise Fever. However, YouTube has since wiped them because they were in there so early. So, first person I got on my screen is Lisa. Lisa, you are the first person in the chat, live chat for tonight. Lisa, her comment says 3 days, and then it's cruise day. Cruise day. So you're definitely cruising this weekend. Are you by chance cruising on the Carnival Sunrise? Because if so, I need you to look out for a very special lady. Her name is Mama Hokum. She is going to be on the Carnival Sunrise this weekend. Very happy sailings to you, Lisa. Almost there, love. I'm sure you've already packed by now. Want to also say a big hello to Wallace Travel. Wallace Travel says hello from Texas. Our third commenter in the house. Nonetheless, but the one and only moderator, Cody P. He was in the thumbnail tonight. Did you guys catch the thumbnail? If not, I'm going to show it to you right now. There he is. There's his smiling little face with his family. He was in the thumbnail tonight. But yes, a big thank you to Cody for being one of our moderators. He actually jumps down another comment down there. He says, such a beautiful family. Oh my gosh, you're full of it, buddy. But yeah, let me say a big thank you and a big welcome to all of our moderators. We got Cody, we got NYC Rocks, we got Jamie, we got Peter, and we got Robbie. Peter Extra Magic actually just finished up his live stream. Actually about an hour ago. It was about 8:05 that he finished up his live stream. I caught the end of it there. So yeah, good to have all of our moderators. Big thank you to them for always keeping our chat family friendly, keeping it PG so the children can watch and Grandma with those cookies tonight can watch. Speaking of cookies, did you guys know that yesterday was National Cookie Day? And Sunday was National Coffee Day. I think it was Sunday. Was National Coffee Day. I like whoever is coming up with these days. You know, why haven't we made a National Not Go to Work Day? National Not Work Out Day? Why is that not a thing? Like, or I got an even better one for you. National Not Work Out and Not Gain Weight Day. Now that is something I can get behind. How about that? Regardless of, like I said, a big welcome to all of our moderators. We also have got Michael in the house, says, love the family photo. Josh, I've been watching since pre-1K. And your channel has gotten nothing but better. Thank you so much, Michael, for your kind words. I really do appreciate it. And thanks for being here for so long. Before 1K, let's see, we crossed 1K on the Vista series. So you literally have been watching since before the Vista series. That is awesome, my friend. Kimberly Harris, also in the house, says, hello, from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Cannot wait for May. I'm guessing you're cruising in Kimberly in May, so maybe let us know, where are you going? You might have let me know on the previous live chat, and it may have just slipped my mind. But Chattanooga, never been to Chattanooga, Tennessee. The only place in Tennessee I've been is Pigeon Forge. We went to Gatlinburg, but you know that. Never been to Chattanooga, unfortunately. Evelyn's in the house, says hello, Josh. Hello, Evelyn. Good to have you tonight, love. Thanks so much for joining in. Michael also says, Josh, have you ever sailed with Chris, the Flying Scotsman? In my opinion, best cruise director. I have not sailed with Chris, the Flying Scotsman. However, he's on the Sunrise, and I know Mama Hokum will be sailing with him this weekend, so I'll certainly have to hear her opinion on him. But yeah, I hear many people highly praise him. Actually, Thomas from the Group Cruise 1 and 2.0, and he'll actually be on 3.0 as well. He raves about Flying Scotsman, absolutely loves Flying Scotsman. Thomas, I'm not sure if you're in here tonight, but if you are, definitely drop some words about Flying Scotsman. I'm sure people would love to hear about him. We've also got Chris. Chris in the house says hello from Minnesota. That was my awful Minnesotan accent for you there, Chris, but good to have you in the house nonetheless. Gary Heaven says, hi, Josh. When are you doing another group cruise? I'm going on one at the end of January on the Getaway with EECC Travels. I would like to meet you. EECC Travels, first of all, let me just say, fantastic family channel over there. If you've not checked out their cruise logs, their cruise tips, and all that kind of stuff, make sure you do head over and check out their channel. But Gary, great question that you brought up. When is my next group cruise? If you have not already heard, we're going on the MSCC side May of 2020, so not too much longer after you're going on the what did you say, the Getaway there? Yes, on the Getaway. I hear that's a great ship as well. But yeah, we're going to be on the MSCC side May of 2020. I've got a little video for it. That'll tell you a little bit more about it. Well, it's time. Time to get the family back together. Come Cruise with Josh 3.0. On board the beautiful MSC Seaside, sailing May 2020. Well, how about that, guys? There it is. A little bit of info, like I said, about Group Cruise 3.0 on board the MSCC side. If you'd like to book, like it just said there on the screen, you can shoot me an email, josh@joshhokum.com. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take that info that you give me, and I'm going to send that over to our official group travel agent, Miss Christine Turman, and she is going to be contacting you and helping get you all booked into the group, and more importantly, onto the MSCC side. What a beautiful ship, and we're going to have a fabulous time. Now, also, we've got NVR Network in the house, as I just wanted to drop by and say hi. I will not be able to watch live as I'm still at work, but I will catch the replay. I totally understand NVR Network. Do make sure that you do come in on this rewatch, because we're going to be talking about some fun stuff tonight, all to do with the Halloween and the fun and festivities on board the cruise ships. But thanks so much for stopping by beforehand. We also got Stacy Tate in the house. Says hello from Biglerville. I like that. Biglerville, PA, Pennsylvania. Fantastic. Good to have you in the house tonight, Stacy. Andrea Adkins says hello from Birmingham, Alabama. Man, we got people all over. We've got Minnesota, we got Pennsylvania, we got Alabama. My goodness, good to have all you guys in the house tonight. I wonder if we have any of my international friends. Any international friends in the house? Do say some hellos. Give me a hands up, something to let me know that you're in the house watching tonight. Hillary Howard. Hillary, hello from Charlotte, North Carolina. Not too far away there. Charlotte, North Carolina. Good to have you, Hillary. And there he is. I suspected he would be in here. I was hoping he would be in here. Brad Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, in the house tonight. Brad Jackson, good to have you. He says, I've got all my stuff done at work, so I will not be bothered. I love it. You got all that out of the way. You've got your priorities in check, Brad. I like it. Good to have you in the house tonight, sir. Dogbone says, I go on the Sunrise on October 14th. Cannot wait. Fantastic Sunrise. Looks to be a great ship. Have not been on it myself, but like I said, Mama Hokum herself and Papa Hokum are heading out this weekend, and so I look forward to a comprehensive review from them about it. Hopefully she can grab us a photo or two that I can share with you guys. We've also got Leon Lundenberg. Leon says, hi, everyone. Good to have you in the house, in the chat tonight. Charles Mangino. Charles Mangino, I like that name. Charles Mangino says, hey Josh, no place better to do Halloween than a cruise. You know, Charles, I do kind of have to agree with you. I mean, it is pretty freaking awesome. I've got some photos in like a 30-second video that I'll show you guys here in just a little bit when we get going. But yeah, Halloween on a cruise ship, man, it was awesome. And that was really my first themed cruise that we've done. Like, I've never done a you know, New Year's cruise, Christmas cruise, Easter, nothing like that. Actually, I think we did do an Easter cruise one year, but they didn't really decorate or have anything, you know, just kind of like, oh, here's some eggs for the kids and stuff. But yeah, I thought it was really, really, really well done. Carnival did anyway. But I'd love to hear if any of you guys have been on other cruise lines, how do they celebrate Halloween? Let's talk about it tonight. Mike Smith says, hello, 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 with big exclamation points. Good to have you, Mike. Good to have you tonight. Bianca Gooden. We've got Shauna's Creative Circle and Tish. Jamie Day. There is Jamie Day and NYC Rocks, actually. So there is two of our moderators, like I said, back to back. Good to have all of them in the house tonight. And guys, this is about where we are going to jump because we do have our first super chatter of the night. So we got to jump down and say a big hello and a big thank you to Indie Girl 60. Indie Girl 60. She actually put up a super sticker. You guys know how much I love the super stickers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Indie Girl 60 for your super sticker, for helping support the channel. And yeah, really, really do appreciate it. Let's see. Okay, Peter's actually put some info there. Email for group cruise inquiries, josh@joshhookham.com. Fantastic. We've also got Michael Haskell in the house. We got Dan Hamod. What did I say? I'm not sure. What did you say, Dan? I'm not sure. I say hello. I say hello to you. That's what I say, Dan. Perhaps you said something up further up and I haven't got to it yet. Dubba says, Dubba D. I like that one, man. You guys come up with some good channel names. Speaking of channel names, I did want to give you guys an update. So I don't know if you saw, but the cover photo has changed. It's one of the most recent photos from our time in St. Thomas. So do go check that out when you get the chance. You just click on my name right down here below where it says Josh Hookham, and it'll take you and you'll see the new cover photo. Do let me know what you think. It's also over on Facebook. If you're not following us over on Facebook, make sure you are. We've also got tons of behind the scenes and photos and all that kind of stuff that we share over there. So make sure you're hitting that up over there. But I'm thinking of a channel name change. Not too drastic, not too crazy. I'm thinking of, instead of Josh Hookham, my channel I think is more starting to gear towards Cruise with Josh. So I'm thinking that's what I want to do, and then that way, eventually down the road, I'd like to make a second channel and maybe call it like Life with Josh. And that one kind of be, you know, not so much geared on travel, but just other stuff that I'm interested in life, you know, like where do I work? You guys have asked for an apartment tour. I'd love to show you an apartment tour, but I don't know that it's appropriate on this channel. I'd love to show you my puppies and how cute and fun and lovable and adorable they are. And so, you know, just some other stuff that doesn't really pertain to cruise ships. So that's what I'm thinking. What do you guys think? You think Cruise with Josh? I don't know if that's already taken either. If that's already taken, then, you know, well, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking about it. Chris Demmer says, we can't do 3.0, but hopefully if you have 4.0, we would love to try and join. Yes, I'm hoping hoping in the coming months to lock down something for 4.0. I've got some ideas. Churning. And hoping to lock something down in the coming months. So be on the lookout for that. Elena Webb says, hey Josh, have you ever cruised with Leon the Entertainer? He's absolutely amazing. Highly recommend a cruise with him. I don't think so. If it's a cruise director and that's what he calls himself, I know I haven't. If it's like a fly-on entertainer, then I might. I've had some really, really, really good fly-on entertainers, and it's actually a topic video that I kind of want to talk about in the coming weeks. I have a topic video for you guys Friday. It's should you cruise during hurricane season? So be on the lookout for that. I give my thoughts on that and reasons why you should, reasons why maybe you shouldn't. That kind of thing. So that'll be coming out Friday, 3 p.m. for you, so do look out for that as well. We got Jefferson Barbosa in the house. Says, I love your reviews. I went on the Fantasy this year because it was a great first cruise, but I wish there was more video about it. So my question is, would you ever do a video before the Fantasy ceases? I would like to cruise on the Fantasy. Right now, the Fantasy out of Mobile, right? Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, I mean, I would like to. I would like to do, you know, I've only really ever cruised out of Florida with the exception of, well, actually, that's not true. I've only ever cruised out of the East Coast. I think I've cruised out of all the East Coast ports, with the exception of Jacksonville. Have not cruised out of Jacksonville. So is that really the East Coast? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I would like to cruise like out of, you know, I really would like to cruise out of Galveston. And just experience that. I get a lot of questions about Galveston, and I know that there's not really an airport close to Galveston, not like, you know, Fort Lauderdale, Miami, or Orlando. So, well, I think it's actually about probably the same distance as Orlando is. So I'd really like to cruise out of Galveston and check that one out. But Fantasy, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to sailing on the Fantasy. I'm glad that you had a great time, though. Oh, this is cool. Jetfly757 says, never played bingo on a ship. Decided to give it a try, and I won the jackpot. Fantastic. Man, I wish I had that kind of luck. I feel like I would play bingo on a ship and, like, not win the jackpot. Okay. Speaking of Tampa, hello from Tampa, says Nicole Marie. Good to have you in the house tonight. Hello, Nicole. Richard Linker says, going on the Norwegian Epic next April. Heard many things about the Norwegian Epic. One thing I hear is that it can be a bit top-heavy because it has that, like, whatever that thing is at the front of the ship. It's like, I mean, it literally looks like a hat almost on the ship. So do let us know what you think of it. Let's see. We're going to jump down here a little bit. Oh, we got a couple super chatters in the house. My goodness. I don't know why YouTube's not letting me know about them. YouTube's already acting funny tonight, huh? We got Angela Daniels. Angela Daniels, thank you so much for your support of the channel. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know down below. I'd love to answer them. We've also got Nicole Marie. Nicole says, 4.0 cruise on Harmony of the Seas. I just booked my second cruise on the ship. Fantastic. I'm glad to hear it, Nicole. Actually, a little bit of cruise news, guys. This week, Oasis of the Seas went into her dry dock to get all of the whatever, the Royal Upgrade program, you know, where she's going to get like the new restaurants and the perfect abyss, and they're saying a reimagined Caribbean-themed pool deck. I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to what's on the Navigator of the Seas, which they did a phenomenal job with. I mean, it looks great on the Navigator. But that's really, really cool. But Nicole, thank you so much for your super chat. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. And Harmony of the Seas, I would definitely have to consider that for 4.0. Let me jump back up here because, yes, I thought I saw her comment. Christine Turman, Mama Turman, our official group TA for, like I said, Group Cruise 3.0 is in the house. She says, hey, Josh and everyone, sorry, I'm a little late. Been a little busy moving. Yes, that is true, guys. Get this. Get this. So, Miss Christine, also sailing on the Sunrise this weekend with my mom. She is moving to Florida and has put a cruise literally smack dab in the middle of her move. So they are packing up their house right now. They are driving the moving van to the port of New York, parking it, or New Jersey, wherever they're sailing out of, parking it there, going on their 7-day cruise, and then when they get off of the ship, they're getting in the van and driving 12, 16, 18 hours, whatever it is, from New York to Florida. Amazing. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That is, actually, I don't think they're driving the whole thing in one day, but you know what I'm saying. They're driving from New York to Florida in a moving van, but they put a cruise right in the middle of it. Genius. I love it. What a better way to de-stress from moving. Like, you packed up your house, you're totally stressed out, you're ready to pull your hair out. Oh, it's fine. We're going on a 7-day cruise. I freaking love it. So, Christine, we wish you the best of times on board the Sunrise. Do have a fabulous, fabulous cruise. Footprints on Your Heart, Nurse. She says, tell Mama Hogum and Papa Hogum safe travels for me. I sure will. I'm sure they'll be watching the replay later tonight. Mama Hogum is actually out running an errand right now, so I know she's probably not in here, but she should be in later tonight. She'll probably come back and watch the rewatch. Dubba D says, we're going on Carnival Paradise on December 12th, so it should be decorated for Christmas. Yes, it definitely will be decorated for Christmas, so you get to experience Christmas decorations. That is truly, truly awesome. You know what? I was incorrect. Because the Vista, actually, did they have, I don't think they had themed parties, our cruise, but it was decorated for Christmas. And the Vista was before the Horizon. So that is incorrect. Yeah, I have been on a themed cruise. But I don't know, because it was also a Journeys cruise. So I don't remember if they did any themed events, like Christmas holiday themed events. I know that the ship was decorated, but beyond that, I don't know. But yeah, either way, you're gonna have a fabulous time. And the Paradise is a beautiful ship. You know, they just remodeled it not too many years ago. I think it was either last year or the year. It was last year because it was in 2018. Yeah, so still relatively new on the remodel. Hillary Howard says, going on the Carnival Victory November 18th. Yeah, that's the Victory is not going to be the Victory much longer. You know, she gets her upgrade to the Carnival Radiance. Is that April that happens? I want to say maybe, I think it's April 2020 that she gets upgraded. I know by May she is upgraded. So actually, maybe it's beginning of 2020. I'm not sure. But that's not happening too far from now. Chris Torres says, leaving on the Dream October 28th, spent last Halloween on the Vista. 28th cannot get here fast enough. I hear you. Look, I know when you get into like the month of the cruise, it just feels like the days are so long. But it'll get here soon, Chris. Don't worry. You'll be sailing before you know it. Stacy Tate says, going on Horizon, leaving October 31st, 2020. Fantastic. So you're actually, well, that'll be next Halloween, but you're actually sailing out on Halloween. That should be a roaring good time for you there. Big Blue Matt G says, no, don't change the name. Don't be one of those YouTubers, LOL. Well, the reason I want to do it is I think it would improve the search results of my channel. Because right now, like, you have to kind of start, like, it's proven when we look at the analytics of my channel, the way that you guys are finding this channel is strictly because of my name. Like, that's like 57% of the results. Like, that's how people are finding my channel, not by searching like cruise blank 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 or blank ship. Now, the other thing that brings it up is like when you guys search specific ships. And so I want to make sure that people can find my videos. That way they find them the most helpful and that kind of thing. So I think that could help the analytics side by having, you know, Cruise with Josh as my channel name. I think it will kind of help YouTube figure out how, you know, their algorithm or whatever they do. It'll help it kind of figure out how best to target my channel towards people, you know. So that's just why I'm throwing around that idea. One of the reasons. Kaylee Poole says, down to 87 days till we cruise. Not too much longer, Kaylee. You will be on board before you know it. Chris Barnett says, hello from Chris and Laura from Trussville, Alabama. I'll be sporting your sunglasses on the Liberty in 36 days. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Chris. Yeah, that brings up a great point, guys. If you do want some hot sunglasses to wear on your cruise, everybody's going to be staring at them. Make sure you head over to joshhocum.com and get yours. We've got like maybe 12 pairs left, and then they're going to be sold out. And I think I might want to switch up the design a little. So make sure you go get yours before this design runs out. Oh, we got Andrea says hello from Crosby, Texas. Good to have you, Andrea. Jamie Day, like I said, says anchors up with Josh. That's not a bad one. I like that. Anchors up with Josh. Shelly T, December 1st, Norwegian Bliss, leaving from New York, 12 days, December 28th. New Year's Cruise, Anthem of the Seas out of New York, and January 25th, Symphony of the Seas. I'm going to be very, very busy. You sure are, my friend. My goodness, that is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. That's 3 cruises in like a month and a half, 2 months. That's awesome. That is awesome. I aspire to be you, Shelly T. I aspire to be you. Have fun, my love. Have fun. We've also got Footprints on Your Heart says, OMG, what kind of dogs do you have? I have 4, a Lab Pit, Lab Greyhound, Lab Dane, and Lab Collie. I have 2. Well, they're not mine. They're my parents'. But, you know, we've grown up with them, so I like to call them mine. But they live over there with my parents. But it's 2 Boston Terriers, 2 sweet little Boston Terriers. One of them was supposed to be a teacup Boston Terrier, and she is definitely not a teacup Boston Terrier. But we love her anyway, you know. We have another super chatter in the house. Let me come down and say a big, massive hello and a massive thank you to See Her Adventures. Oh, I am so glad somebody recognized this because YouTube's changed the way that it shows it. She says, congrats on 15K subscribers. That's right. Yes, actually, last night, probably like 8, 9 o'clock, We hit 15,000. So a big thank you to all of you for helping support this channel. I really, really, really do appreciate it. Another milestone goal has been reached for me. So just a big, massive thank you for it. But yeah, one of you for that. Let me see. Melissa Floyd says, going on the sunrise for the first time next August. Watched your cruise vlog on the sunrise, and that's how I found your channel. I love your channel. Thanks for the great content. Yeah, no, thank you, Melissa. Thanks for your support, and thanks for your kind words. Sunrise, like I've been saying all night, it looks to be a fantastic ship. I really have got to get on board sometime soon and check it out. But next August, you got a little bit of time to wait. But yeah, just keep watching the cruise vlogs, the cruise news, you know, not just my channel, but all the other cruise channels, Lolly the Loca, Griffin Alyssa, Sharon at Sea, EECC Travels. We're all going to make sure that you stay hooked up with content, and that way time will fly just like that. Antoine Jones in the house. Good to have you tonight, Antoine. Jetfly757 says, we need better cruise options out of Charleston. You know what? I do agree with you there. I do. The issue, I think, is just the time it takes to get down. Same thing with Baltimore. I think Baltimore, they could have some fantastic cruise itineraries, but the problem is in 7 days, it would cost too much in fuel to get there and back. And so then they'd have to throw that cost on you, the cruiser, and then, you know, it'd be a whole hot mess express. But I agree, it would be nice if Charleston or Baltimore could see some better cruise itineraries. Alex Fernandez says, hey Josh, everything of doing your cruise vlogs in 4K. I have, Alex. I have. There's a couple reasons I haven't. I just don't know that... I don't know that it's 100% necessary yet because, again, like when you look at the analytics of my channel, a lot of people, you know, lots just watch it on their phone, and for your phone, you don't need 4K. 4K is great if you're watching it on like a big screen, like a TV or something. That's where 4K really makes a difference. But if you're watching it on your Retina display, on your iMac, on your MacBook, even on your, especially on your cell phone or your iPad, it's usually not really needed. Like it's nice and you can tell a little difference, but it's not the biggest deal. I do shoot some stuff in 4K though. Whenever I do slow-mo, typically it's done in 4K, 60 frames a second, because then that way when I slow it down, it doesn't eat and erode away too much. So there's just a little behind-the-scenes tip for you guys. Let me jump down here really quick. We got another super chatter. Andrew Moore says, hope you're sending Mama Hokum with some cameras this weekend. We want to see the sunrise. She is. She's taking my Canon G7, I'm sorry, not my G7X. She's not taking that one. She's taking my Canon T6 Rebel. And she will be getting tons of photos, and I hope she gets tons of photos. That way we can come and share them. I'd love to share some of them with you guys, and I'm sure she'll be sharing some onto her Facebook and her other social media and that kind of thing. But Andrew, thank you for the super chat. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. We really do appreciate it. Hey guys, speaking of support, I need a favor. I need help with a video. So I've come up with a new video idea, and I need your guys' help with it. I want your guys' help with it. So I came up with this video idea. It's called You Packed What? You Packed What? And so basically what it is I wanted to go through, you guys have all heard them, I've heard them, I've had some actually already sent in today. But the craziest, wackiest, most, you scratched your head, maybe you are the culprit, and you want to remain anonymous, that's okay. What is the wackiest thing you've heard of people packing? So, for example, something that I've had submitted today, a machete, because they wanted to go chop down a local coconut on an island. A machete on the island. You packed what? I think it's going to be a fun video. I think it'll be a really funny video. I haven't decided whether I want to do it as a segment in these live streams or whether I want to make it a separate video. I'm kind of thinking I want to make it a separate video. But regardless, there's a link down in the description. And then Peter, if you will also copy that link and drop it over in the chat for me, there's a link to a Google submission form. If you guys have a wacky something that you have either brought and had confiscated or you saw somebody got confiscated and it's okay for me to share, I want you to go to that form and fill it out. Let me know. If you have an image or a picture, bonus points. You can drop an image there and let me know. And when we have enough, even in the coming weeks, I want to start this series. You packed what? And I think it'd be really funny if we kind of go through and hear some of the crazy, wacky things that people thought they could bring on a cruise ship, and it didn't work out so well for them. So please go down, hit that link one more time. It's in the description, and Peter's going to be dropping it over here in the live chat. You packed what? Go let me know in the submission form. Can you help me with that? Can you do that? Thank you so much. We have also got Elena Webb in the house. Says Leon the Entertainer was the cruise director on the Carnival Ecstasy. Okay, here we go. She says when it was in the Charleston port, I think. He now is on the Carnival Paradise. He's so down to earth. So I would definitely have to look up some information about him. What did you say? Leon the Entertainer. Is this Leon Smith? If this is Leon Smith, I've heard about him. So I'll definitely have to check him out. Gary Frizzell says, Josh, cruising out of New Orleans. We will be doing it every 6 weeks till summer. You could make it even better. Josh, cruising out of New Orleans, we were doing it every 6 weeks. I was like, you're going for 6 weeks straight? That's awesome. No, every 6 weeks you're going. That is fantastic. No, New Orleans is a port that I will be sailing out of. I've got to sail out of it. I'm so intrigued by the culture of New Orleans and the atmosphere. So New Orleans is definitely on my list to sail out of. Let me come down here. Let me see what you guys are saying. What do you think? What do you think? Do you guys think that's a cool idea? Do you think it would be fun, the You Packed What segment? Let me know. If you guys don't like it, we won't do it. But I think it'd be funny. Like I said, I already had some. I put it up on the community tab for YouTube today. And I already had like 3 or 4 submissions. But yeah, the one that was the funniest for me definitely was the machete because he thought he was going to cut down a coconut. Like, what? 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 And they saw this on like the confiscated table. It's quite hilarious. Antoine says, hey Josh, question for the MSC side or MSC cruise ships in general. Do they offer solo cabins? Also, Hope 4.0 will be for 2021. I have one, and that's Mardi Gras 7/10 to 7/17, 2021. Fantastic. Mardi Gras is definitely in the bowl to be picked out of as possible group cruises. I've told you guys, though, Mardi Gras is selling out fast, and so I wouldn't want to pick one that was almost sold out and then not a lot of you guys would be able to book it. So I've just got to look carefully. But to answer your question about the MSC cruise ships, I don't believe they have solo cabins for MSC. I know Norwegian has solo cabins, and I think Royal has them on certain ships, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. I know 100% Norwegian has them. Not on every ship, but certain ships they have them. I don't believe MSC does, unfortunately, though. But it's not to say that they won't get that in the future, you know? NYC Rocks. NYC Rocks says we have Bliss next month. Speaking of Norwegian, you guys, did you see the conveyance for the Norwegian Encore up the river? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, gosh, I wish I would have gotten a photo from Google. Let me see if I can find something real quick. I hope I'm not messing with the hotkeys right now. Norwegian space Encore. Let me see and get it for you. Oh, here's one. Okay, cool. Yeah, check this out. So let me drop this in so you guys can see this. But so the Norwegian Encore actually, where they, not the factory, what am I trying to say? Not the warehouse, not the factory, we'll just call it a warehouse. Where they build Norwegian's cruise ships, the ships actually have to make like a trek up a river. And actually this photo, it kind of shows where the warehouse is and everything. Let me just blow it up a little bit here so you guys can see it better. Okay, let me transition it. So there it is. So that big building there behind the Norwegian Encore, the ship was actually inside of that building. And they built like 95% of the ship inside that building. How freaking cool is that? And it was like dry and everything, and then they opened the docks and they you know, brought the water in, and boom shakalaka, the ship floated outside and they put like all the finishing touches on it and everything. But so it actually has to go up a river. to get to the open ocean. And the clearance for where it has to go out of like a dam with bridges, and the clearance on either side is something like 2.5 feet or something. Like, it is literally insane that this ship like fits out of it and everything. Really, really, really cool to watch. There's some YouTube videos. If you want to see it, just type in YouTube like Norwegian Encore, you know, river conveyance, and it should come up by then. And there's some really cool. Norwegian actually put out a video and all that stuff. But really, really, really cool to see. The Norwegian Encore, though, looks to be a great, great ship. I wasn't a fan of the hull art in the beginning, but it's actually kind of grown on me. It looks a lot better on the ship, so perhaps we will have to look at sailing on that one. Ah, guys, look who's in the house tonight. The one, the only, Mama Hokum is in the house. She says, not until I am back, taking a media break too. She's referring to posting photos. So, okay, there. So she will not be posting photos until after she gets back, but I'm sure she'll let us borrow a few of her photos so that we can certainly see them over here on YouTube for us. But yeah, we wish you a happy time, Mama. Everybody's been saying have a great time. NYC Rock says that would be a fun video. People pack the craziest things. I think so too. Like, I'm just telling you some of the stories that I've heard. Like, this video could be pretty freaking funny. And I think I would do it on like a Friday, so it would like start your weekend off with a boost. You know, like you start your weekend off with a fun laugh or something. I just think it could be a cool video, at least for a couple weeks, you know. Just like a couple week-long segments that we could do. Indie Girl says, I think a You Packed What video would be awesome. I think it would too. Like I said, guys, please, it relies on you guys, though. I need to hear your stories. I want real life stories. I don't want to pull this out of my head. So I need to hear some real life stories. What's the craziest, funniest thing you've ever heard somebody pack? Let me know. The link is over here in the chat or in the description. Andre says, I think that would be hilarious. Yes, please do. Heather says, Norwegian Breakaway and Breakaway Plus class have studios. So there you go. For sure, the Norwegian Breakaway class and the Breakaway Plus class do have studio single-person cabins. We actually got the opportunity to tour those when we toured the Norwegian Breakaway in New York, and they are beautiful. Gary Heavens says, I think you have to make an adult vlog. Yeah, we're not doing that, Gary. We're definitely not doing that one. And that's the other thing, is we definitely want to keep the You Packed What segment. It will have to be family friendly. Now, if you have a funny one and you want to send it in to me and you want me to read it, go for it. But if it's not family friendly, it's not going to make the video. And that's within reason. We'll do the PG, you know, PG-13, that kind of thing. But, you know, nothing hardcore or anything like that, please. Please keep it as family-friendly as you can. When I say PG, I mean like with the machete, you know, like stuff like that. Extra Magic bringing up a great point, says, everybody, please don't forget to give the stream a big thumbs up. It'd mean the world, guys, if you did. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Share it with all your cruise friends, your cruise communities, any Facebook groups that you're in. Let them know. This is where it's at right now. This is where it's popping. Forget, you know, NCI, you know, Law and Order, Los Angeles, all that mess. You don't need that crime-driven stuff. We're over here to talk about fun. We're over here to talk about vacation. Bring them on. Bring them more. Ivan Rosero says, that's the new ship. Yes, he's talking about the Encore. Yeah, the Encore is beautiful, Heather. It really, really is a beautiful ship. Thank you. Why do I feel so stupid right now? Shipyard. Shipyard. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond for saying it. Raymond and Heather, yes, and NYC Rock. Shipyard. You guys are amazing. I don't know why I could not get that out. Jamie says, had my cheer wine taken on a cruise once. It's a local soft drink. They literally thought it was wine in a can. Jamie, will you fill out the submission form for me, please? That is too funny. We got Walter Saunders says, yeah, it is the dry dock warehouse and then pull it into the river to finish the ship. It is a canal, if I'm not mistaken. I think you are correct there, Walter. But still, a awesome, massive feat that they do to get that ship up to the open ocean. Jetfly 757 says, Corey here, do you think you'll have guest subject matter experts soon. That was awesome what you did with Peter. I'd love to be your airline expert. Yes, Corey, yes. Still working on the kinks to get that figured out with Skype and everything and how we're going to be able to do that. But yes, I do want to have guest subjects on. So like yourself, you know, somebody that works in the airlines, a topic where we can talk about the airlines, or you know, maybe we get a porter or a local from the islands even. I know we've got several people from the islands watching, from Turks and Caicos and St. Lucia and all that stuff. I'd love to get one of them on and interview them. And also, it also depends on internet connection. You know, you have to have a strong internet connection, that kind of thing. But it is something that we're working towards. We do want to incorporate it into the live shows in the coming months. That's what I'll say. So no definite date yet, but we're working on it. Nicole Marie says, going to St. Martin in September 2020 on Harmony. Where did you get the excursion for the Flying Dutchman? Would love to do it. Where did we book the Flying Dutchman? I believe it was Carnival, actually. I think Carnival's excursion did it. Although, there is a new zip line in St. Martin, and it actually is right there by the port. You literally zip down almost into the port area, if I'm not mistaken. So I have to check that one out, too. So, but you can get, I always get excursions a couple different places, and I was going to do this as a standalone video as well. Shore Excursions group has some really good shore excursions. Shore Excursioneer, like Three Musketeer, Shore Excursioneer.com also has some really good shore excursions. Along with the cruise line's website, you can do TripAdvisor. There's several places to get good shore excursions, but I've always found the best from Shore Excursions Group, Shore Excursioneer, and the cruise line's website. And they're not paying me to say that. Like, that's just genuine, me to you. That's what I've found. Christine Terman says, Josh, do you remember Becca's slippers she had on the horizon? LOL. I do not. Becca's slippers. What happened with Becca's slippers? Becca's slippers. I don't remember, Christine. You're gonna have to drop that story below. Wait, did she get her slippers confiscated? You're gonna have to drop the information below, Christine. I'm intrigued now. Julia Oberkorn says, hi from Ohio. First time watching a live vlog. Fantastic, Julia. Well, welcome. Yeah, this is the live chat. So we just hang out here on Wednesday nights, talk about cruising, cruise news, what you had for lunch today. It doesn't matter. Drop me anything you like. Stacy Tate says, John Held is heading to Venice on Friday to see the panorama. Yes, Stacy, the panorama should be just about done. Actually, I think, is handover this weekend or this week? Maybe Friday. They hand over the ship to Carnival, and then it is Carnival Cruise Lines, and then I think they have to do the, well, they do the finishing touches, and it'll be ready to go over to Long Beach, California for the first round of cruisers coming up in, what? December is the first cruise, right? That's the inaugural. Yeah, it sails in December, so that is awesome. Michael Haskell says, considering what happened in the Panama Canal with Carnival ship Hard Bump, have you ever had a hard docking experience? I have not. Never had a hard bump, hard docking experience. He's referring to the ship kind of bumped the wall a little bit, and it was a little scary for passengers, but everybody you know, appears to be okay and everything. I have never had a hard bump experience, nothing like that. I've been very fortunate, but it looked pretty scary for them. Speaking of cruise news, I think we're going to throw this in here for you guys. Let me see if I can remember which one it is. Yes, this one. So this right here, this picture is a picture of Martinique. It is a sail to Martinique onboard cruise ships, and if you're visiting the island, they haven't really given a good reason why. But yeah, you will need a passport now to sail to Martinique. So big news there. If you do have like a Southern Caribbean itinerary booked or something maybe leaving out of San Juan, something like that, something you're definitely going to want to make sure you get, because otherwise you're not going to be able to get off the ship that day. You will have to stay on board the ship. So there's just a little bit of cruise news for you. Like I said, lots happening in the cruise world, but that's just one thing that I thought maybe you guys had not heard of yet. It was kind of released on the quiet side. I think Tony with Lalita Loca, although he's over in Japan right now on his cruise, but I think he put something out this morning about it as well. So definitely go check out his video. I'm sure he's got more information than even I do. But yeah, you will need a passport now to sail to Martinique. Well, let me give you guys a few pictures and videos. Halloween on board a cruise ship. What is it like? Well, first of all, it is tons and tons and tons of fun. Everybody gets all dressed up. There is me and the man himself, Mike Pack. There on board the bottom. She was dressed up, her and her family actually were dressed up as minions. So she's got on her cute little minion outfit. Right above her, we've got Peter there. Peter, the man himself. He was tech support. Lots of questions about what was Peter's outfit. He was tech support, actually Apple tech support. Let me see if I can zoom the photo in. You can see the Apple logo even on his shirt. Let me see if I can do it here. Oh, I don't know if okay, here we go. Yeah, it's going to cooperate. So there you can see the Apple logo on Peter's shirt. He was an Apple tech support person. We got Mama Hokum as Cleopatra, just to name a few of those. And then we also, here's a picture of the deck party. So actually, you know, the deck party, it was packed. Tons of people came out, but they did a Halloween-themed deck party. Now, if I'm going to be honest with you, really the deck party, the only difference between the deck party and the 80s rock and glow party was that they kind of added in like a costume contest with it. Other than that, you still do the thriller dance that you do at the 80s rock and glow party, which, I mean, actually, I think it kind of fit better for the Halloween party. But that was really, really cool as well. Ha! I love Peter's comment. Let's not zoom in, please. Sorry, buddy. We had to zoom in and show the Apple logo. But yeah, so it was really, really a fun party. I've got just a 30-second clip that I'd like to show you. This kind of gives you a feel of what is the Halloween party like on board the Carnival Horizon. The Halloween party. I like it, keep it going. Luigi! We've got Jack the Ripper and someone that's been gone. Hi everybody, good evening. It's my crew, they won! Too freaking cute there. So yeah, and of course, like it mentioned in the video, the Pritchards did end up winning the costume contest. So literally out of the entire ship, everybody that dressed up, you guys just saw it. I mean, there were costumes everywhere, you name it, and people were dressed up as it pretty much. Out of all of those people, and the Pritchards actually ended up winning the costume contest. They were the 4 minions, of course. Like I said, here, let me show you one more time. Let me show you one more time the thumbnail for today. How cute. Aren't they just adorable? Cody, don't kill me, please. So anyway, yeah, so that is just a little bit of what Halloween is like on board Carnival cruise ships. Now, I hear that it's kind of some of the same stuff for other cruise ships. So, you know, I know Royal, they typically do the thriller dance as well, but they do their version of it. You know, it's kind of different from Carnival's and different from the original thriller dance. That one's way too hard to mimic. They also have costume parties. Some of them have costume balls where they encourage their guests to get dressed up. I know Regent, actually, a cruise line that's often forgot about, but it's under the Norwegian umbrella. I've heard that I believe it's under the Norwegian umbrella. They do like a costume ball or like a masquerade. And so where they have their guests get really dressed up with like the masks and stuff. And I think that's kind of really, really cool. I think something that would be very interesting and cool would be like a Great Gatsby night. Just talking about themed parties on board cruise ships. I think that would be really cool. If I was ever a cruise director, that's probably something that I would have on my ship, a Great Gatsby night. Because think about it. You already got formal night. And I know everybody doesn't get dressed up for formal night. Totally cool, totally fine. Everybody doesn't get dressed up for Halloween. Everybody doesn't go to all the parties, you know. Everything is not for everybody. But I think that a Great Gatsby night would be a lot of fun. Something with like the masks or something like that. And you know, maybe that is just because I like to get dressed up in suits and that kind of thing and blazers. I really enjoy that stuff. So do let me know what you guys think. What have you experienced on board cruise ships for Halloween-wise? Has it been fun? What activities have they done? Have they done special food? I think that's one thing that didn't really change for Halloween. I know it did for Thanksgiving and Christmas, obviously. But then again, who really has like a Halloween meal? What is your Halloween meal? Oh, a Hershey's and a Snickers bar tonight. I'm really splurging. You know what I mean? So I don't think the dining room menu really changed that much from that. I think they had pumpkin pie, maybe. You know, like that for dessert. That was about the extent of that. I know for Thanksgiving and Christmas, like they have a whole special menu for it. Like it's, I think one of them is turkey and the other one's ham. I think turkey is obviously, you know, Thanksgiving and ham for Christmas. And I think that's quite nice as well, you know, having the dinner menu change up. Because you will notice if you've been on, you know, several of the same cruise line, like several Royal Cruises or several Carnival Cruises, the menu is very much the same. Like, you know, I can kind of tell you what's gonna be on the menu for the last night. The cornmeal crusted chicken breast on Carnival Cruise Line is definitely going to be on the menu the last night. At least for this year it is. You know, and so on. So it's really nice to have that menu change up available for you. Guys, we got about 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes in the chat. So if you do have any last-minute questions, do make sure you go ahead and drop those now over here in the chat feature. Anything that you'd like to say, anybody you'd like to say hello to. Like I said one more time, Mama Hokum is leaving out on her cruise this weekend. And please, 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 please go over, if you have any funny stories, go over and hit that link. Peter's going to drop it one more time in the chat here for you. But please do go drop me some funnies. You packed what? What did you pack? You thought you were going to get that onto a cruise ship? You packed what? You packed a 100-foot extension cord? You packed what? Let me know. Go fill out the cord. We would love to talk about it in an upcoming video. Mama Hokum says, wait till y'all see mine and Papa Hokum's costumes for the sunrise next week. ... It's a secret. I know what it is, and it's quite fitting if I do say so myself. But I'm not going to give you any hints. I will let her spill the beans on that one. Cody P says, is it the same secret as last time? LOL. I don't know. I don't know what the secret was last time. Sorry, my friend. Wish I could help you. Emmanuel says, hello, hello, Emmanuel. Look, we're about to end the live stream here in just a couple minutes' time, but it's okay. You can go back. That's why YouTube made a backwards button. So you just go back and catch the rest of the stream. It was a great, fun stream tonight. We talked about lots of fun stuff. You don't want to miss a second of it. Pia says, wow, I can't wait. Yeah, so for all of you guys that are cruising in the next couple weeks, in the next 2, 3, 4 weeks, you have got some fun coming your way. It is going to be a fabulous, fabulous time. I thought it was perfect because I know last week had a lot of you guys mentioning how you're cruising in the coming weeks. So I figured, you know what, why don't we let you give you a little taste of what is coming for you. James Play says, as I live in Australia, our cruise season is just starting now. That is awesome, James. Fantastic. Good to have you in Australia. What time is it in Australia? Because you're over 12. It's probably about, what, lunchtime there, right? No? I don't know. Let me know. What time is it over there in Australia for you, James? We'd love to know here in North Carolina. Michael Haskell says, Peter, LOL. Yeah, we did zoom in on Peter a little bit. Sorry there, buddy. NYC says, Great Gatsby is so fun. I think it would be fun, too. I think it would. And I think, actually, Matt Mitchum has started something similar like that on board the Vista when he returns. So we'll have to go check that out. We've got another super chatter in the house. I've got to come say hello to. A big thank you to Stephen Taylor. Stephen, thank you for your super chat. Thanks so much for supporting the channel. We really, really do appreciate it. My good friend Brad Jackson. Brad says, I'm having a Great Gatsby night at my bar after New Year's. Lots of requests for it. Brad, you own a bar? That is awesome. Do tell us, what is the name of your bar, Brad? What is the name of your bar, and what is your favorite drink to make? What is your favorite drink to make? I'd love to hear it, Brad. What is your favorite drink to make? Stacy says, yeah, for the Minions. Weren't they so cute? They were so adorable, so deserving to win. Literally, like, they won over the whole crowd. It was awesome. You had to be there. Emmanuel says, don't think I stopped watching because I haven't commented in a while. I still always watch. Oh, I got you, buddy. Okay, well, thank you so much for watching. Thanks so much for tuning in and dropping in the chat. Footprints on Your Heart says, can you do a funny you packed what that wasn't confiscated? Absolutely. It doesn't have to be confiscated. It could just be you packed what and then realized, maybe this wasn't the best decision. You packed what? Let me know. Please fill out the form. I'd love to hear your guys' submissions. Walter says, when are you going to go to Europe? Europe is on my radar, Walter. I'll be honest with you, probably going to do Alaska before I do Europe, just because Alaska is really kind of, it's in my viewpoint right now. Like, I really, really want to get up and experience Alaska. It looks absolutely jaw-dropping. I've heard so many friends say how much they enjoyed Alaska, how it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, how you'll never forget it. So I really would like to see that, but Europe as well. Particularly Italy. I really, really want to see Italy. I just love the Italian culture. I really, really do. And you know what, family? Let's see. We've got 3 more comments that I'm going to answer, and we will finish out with that one. But we've got Heather Forrester says, I'm on Symphony October 19th to 26th, but I don't do Halloween, so I'll skip any party. I hear you. And that's the great thing about it is, Heather, is, you know, if you don't do Halloween, they're still going to have all the other great options on board. So if you're not a fan of Halloween, you don't like the ghosts, the goblins, the ghouls, the pumpkins, that's okay. They're still going to have tons of fun for you on the ship, and I'm sure you will still have the best of times. Stacy says, how soon do you pack for your cruise, leaving in 60 days on the Fascination for my 54th birthday? Usually, me personally, I pack the night before or a day or two before at the very earliest. I can't pack any earlier than that, because otherwise that's just all I think about, and I just like I can't focus on anything else in life. So I have to wait till usually right before, but I know Mama and Papa Hogan actually packed like 2 weeks ago. They were packed for their cruise this weekend. So I guess it just all depends on the person, but the Fascination, that's out of San Juan. You are going to have a fabulous time. I am just a little jealous of you, to be honest there, Stacy. And guys, the final one that we're going to finish with is, of course, my good friend Michael Baggs has dropped a super chat here. Last one of the night says, hey, cruise family, miss you all. Safe travels for the Sunrise Cruisers this weekend. Cruise with Josh 3.0. Real fun. Thank you, Michael, for your super chat. Thanks for supporting the channel. And a big thank you to each and every one of you that tuned in tonight, whether you were live in the chat or a rewatcher. A big thank you for stopping in. Guys, listen, that is going to do it for this live chat here on Wednesday. Until next time, it's been real, it's been fun, it's been real fun. We'll see you next week, Wednesday, on Cruise Talk Live. 'Cause I'm kinda lost.